Sorry, I had to grab something there really quick. I was just in the green room. So look at this. I'm layering. Winter sucks. I've got like 5 shirts on or something crazy here. Anyway, I'm coming on today. I'm really kind of excited. Not kind of. I'm really excited about what I'm going to do today. But I'm also very nervous. I'm either going to think it was awesome and make regular segments of this, or I'm going to regret doing it. I haven't had any practice here, and we don't have any money, so I don't have the technologies that would make it even a slicker way. But we're going to do it. We're going to do it my way. We're going to do it in my style, which is, man, I'm a dude just middle class and having something to say and having fun doing this. You know, I really, this is addicting to me now. Having the show and meeting so many different people and having so many different discussions and subjects that are all very interesting. And I'd love to make that into my job, man. So, you know, subscribe, like, do a GoFundMe for me, or I'm going to start earning pretty soon. So hopefully I'll be able to, you know, speed up the watch time. So, you know, watch the videos. I mean, especially if you like them, of course. But anyway, here's what I'm going to do. I've been sending out some, you know, on my social media, I do those posts all the time, advertising certain things and whatever may be. So I'm going to today, I showed you a little while ago this technology that I use to send out those things, those scripts. So I say something and then the automation picks it up and sends it out to all my different social media, changing the temperature of the message depending on where it's going to. Like Twitter's a little bit different than Facebook, which is a little bit different than what are my other videos? LinkedIn, of course, and I'm going blank on my last one. But so what I'm going to do today is I'm going to play for you some of the, I created a voice, not my own voice, but I created a voice to read these chapters out. I'd like you to tell me back, you know, give me some feedback on this. One, producer Barbie thinks this ought to be in a male's voice because it's my book. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to play one of these voice messages, and then I'm going to stop it periodically and show how that relates in the book to what we're doing here. So hopefully that's a program that works. Like I said, I haven't practiced it. I don't really have technology here. You know, I'm going to put my phone up next to my computer. I'm sorry, next to my microphone, and hope to make that a smooth and elegant transition back and forth. But let's find out here. So let me start off. I'm bouncing around here a little bit. This one goes back to February 5th. Today's what? That was a couple days ago. Let's start with this one, and I'll put it on pause and jump in and create or add to the narrative back and forth. Let's see how it goes. Rod Duff with Insights and Straight Talk here. Come join us on our show. We have 3 programs next week. Those were awesome. In the meantime,
traverse the terrain of human experience through countless interviews, speeches, and the cultivation of business and personal relationships over the past 2 decades. I find myself at a juncture where the culmination of these endeavors crystallizes into a singular narrative, a narrative that beckons to the great middle class of these United States. In the annals of my journey.
All right, so I'm gonna I'm going to jump in on this every once in a while just to add some context and some, not just sit here watching me watch that. So again, this is, sorry, hold on, guys. Hey, Daisy, get out. My dogs. Daisy, Boomer, good boy. Daisy, go. Daisy, go. Told you, I'm just a dude trying to get a message across. But anyway, on this, you hear the voice that I made. Barbie, producer Barbie thinks that should be a male's voice, which I can't argue with. It's my book. It's a memoir, but I use characters as a point to each conversation through a character, through a pragmatist, So anyway, this story is I've got what I have is I have a proposal that I'm done with, but I'm going to start rewriting it because I can see some better things to say within the proposal, and then hopefully a publishing house, first an agent is attracted, and then bring on the book. But the reason I'm doing that is because this show was started as a platform for this book. Guys, give me some feedback on this and let me know. And again, I'll jump in and off, on and off of this. Here we go.
Amidst the ebb and flow of dialogue and discourse, a profound realization emerges, a realization that finds expression in the forthcoming book, What the F at $K Happened When I Was in My 50's. This book, presented to the market as a narrative call to action, resonates not only with the citizens of this nation, but also with individuals across the globe who share similar aspirations for growth, prosperity, and the prioritization of their efforts by elected leaders.
Okay, so now we're going to start getting into some of the meat. The two shows I have on here is In the Beginning. It's a chapter sample. It's about 10, 11 pages long. And the one I'll be doing next is, and that's about the background, basically what we've been going through for the last, decade to as a whole. Some points were better and some were worse, but this is calling out our political system, which seems to be changing now, which is just exactly everything this book wants to happen, right? So let's continue on here. I think each one's about 5 minutes. No, this one's only a minute. So here we go.
The timing of this book could not be more auspicious, as the United States stands on the precipice of yet another critical moment, a moment fraught with challenges to the very fabric of democracy. The Electoral College, under siege, finds itself assailed by the cacophony of news and media, its impact on social issues softened by divisive rhetoric and stratified group dynamics. Within the pages of this book lies a clarion call, a call to action that transcends the boundaries of race, creed, and socioeconomic status. For nestled within the discussions of the great middle class are the seeds of unity, a unity that beckons individuals from all walks of life to join hands in reshaping the narrative of leadership. Indeed, the 12 definitions of the great middle class serve as a testament to the inclusivity.
Okay. So I'll get back to that in a minute. It's you're kind of getting a flavor of how the book mirrors this show, or the platform of this show mirrors what is written down. Those are I've been writing for many years, and I've got 2 or 3 books, but I'm going to publish this one. The other one was science fiction. That was kind of cool. And then the other one was actually a love story. And neither of those two, they're on my server collecting dust. Maybe I'll get back to them at some point. But I want to do this because we've got a I always talk about the importance of this time now, here today, and in these times we're going through. And I say that because we're at a pivotal moment. It's like, have you ever heard the term the perfect storm? All things are coming together at this moment in time. And what angers me, I'm hopeful for this moment in time, but what angers me is the people of the United States spoke, okay? And the vote came that we want these things done, and we want Donald Trump to do them because we believe in what he's saying now. If you all remember, he had one administration, lost to Biden, and now on his second administration, he campaigned on specific objectives, specific things that he's going to do in his case, and I'm kind of glad he's running it down everybody's throat. That may be a harsh term, but I'm glad he's running at it full steam, because now what's happening is the Democrats, the other party is panicking and trying to figure out how to combat these things, which is so bizarre. And that's what I get aggravated about with our political system, with our politics. Our structure is fine. The people are sabotaging it, and the people in the system, our politicians, they're sabotaging it and pulling out money left and right. You see this USAID thing? There's actually people complaining that they're going through the books of that, but yet there's millions and millions and millions, if maybe not even billions of dollars of corruption, obvious corruption, and paying for influence. I mean, it's all out there. And my frustration has been for so long that something comes up, say like this, and people talk about it for a while, but nothing really ever happens. So as this perfect storm's coming together, Trump is pushing things into action, and all the promises he made. He didn't start, okay, I got my everything figured out. I'm coming into the White House. I'm getting the pictures, with the way I want them. Now that dude came in flying, and he was obviously working way before. I mean, it's phenomenal, and I'm sorry, but it's phenomenal. Trust but verify, right? In my opinion, it's phenomenal what Trump, the cabinet, and the people around him, what he's put together. Now, when I say trust but verify, so trust, I'm trusting because of evidence, and his whole life has been kind of dedicated to this. If you look back at, he's not a Republican, but he sees where the party system is imploding in on itself, and so he loves this country. So I trust all of that. I trust that Elon, the different people that are coming in, unlike the last administration, aren't in there to skim billions and millions of dollars off of our hard paid work, our tax money, and wasteful spending, and cacophony and crookery and all sorts of things. So the interesting thing is not why. What are people going to do this time around? It's getting to be a story repeating itself. The Trump is the devil, and Hitler and all that, all those things going on for years and years, literally 10 years. 4 and 4 and probably a year, at least 10 years. And it's frustrating because the people want this, at least most of them do. And that's how our system works. You vote and you pick what needs to be done in your opinion, and you pick the person who you think can do that. It's a pretty simple system. And we finally have jumped on this horse and got involved in politics. And we knew this before, but it's blatantly obvious now that the populace is that the media and all these things are now under the light of vision, of seeing, of belief, and now they're it irritates me. They're fighting. I mean, the Democrats right now are calling foul on everything. They always do this. Everybody always does this. They're crying foul on this Doge and on the the FBI. I see this as somebody coming in, taking a CEO of a business, let's say, that was brought in to save a withering company. You go in and what do? There's a saying I know of. I've used it a few times because it's really good. During a storm, when a ship is out to sea, during a storm, it throws everything off board that's not vitally essential as it's getting into the harbor and safe docking, let's say. When they get back to the port, the dock, they reload on what supplies and so forth they need, maybe even some extras and so forth. Reason I bring that up is because that's what I see Trump doing. He's obviously a businessman, and all the people around him are business people and very intelligent people. But what I see happening coming out of the gate, I mean, there's the eliminating the illegal immigrants, especially the terrible ones. The ones that do not abide by society. The criminals and the gangsters, and I understand there's mentally challenged people that are coming over. They just sent, what was it, 100 people back to India? I think that was the one. But there's like 9,000 arrests so far, and deportations are going up while crossings are going down. So it's only a fair thing. I don't understand why. What is the benefit for the mayors and officials? You could hide it before because it was a warm-hearted thing, but then people started finding out what it really was, and I'm shocked that there aren't riots in the streets for the governors or the mayors or whatever that are blocking efforts to make our country better. It blows my mind that there's got to be a point. We're either going to completely fail because we fucked up, or we're going to have a point where the people just go, boom, tired of this. Let's get us. Let's make this a better country, a more perfect union. I'm gonna play a little bit more here. I'm getting myself a little worked up, which I like to do. But I'm gonna play a little bit more here and interject some thoughts on it, and probably be wrapping up here in a couple of minutes. I got a lot of stuff to do, but I didn't want to go a day without talking to you guys. We had 3 interviews on Tuesday. I was with clients all day on Wednesday and 2 more yesterday. And then I wanted to do this today because I want to see how it looks. So next voice. With a little silence.
Hi, everyone. Rod Duff here. Don't forget, we have 4 shows booked this week. YouTube at Rod Duff 1939. Come join the fun. Meanwhile, some background on why I started this channel. Rod Duff's author BO. This started the Insights and Straight Talk broadcast. Hello, and thank you for the introduction. As I lay down my sword and gavel for a pen and keystrokes. Quickly, from a young age and a member of ASJ, AAP,
Societies
AG, and SBJ, a podcaster and a poet, I found solace in storytelling. Whether it was spinning tales for my friends or immersing myself in the world of books and theater, I was drawn to the art of weaving words together to create something magical. I dreamt of becoming an actor, a singer, a writer, dreams that never truly left me, even as I embraced the responsibilities of adulthood. I've been educated in the arts and have dabbled in this all through my life. I come from a family of business owners and amateur poets.
That's amateur
Since standing
poets.
in silence has never been my way, and
Automation
now
still
having entered my
isn't perfect
60s,
yet.
I begin
Looks
preparing
like-
new and lighter paths and to develop further my voice. To engage deeply into this industry, and with
About
high
a
hopes of
minute and a
making my
half.
own mark in the literary arts. And it is my goal to become a lasting voice of important or forgotten things.
Yes.
Meanwhile, I have 2 children with my wife of 23 years, and before our time ended, we had adopted another. Then I raised 2 other boys for a total of 5. Boys to men, who are now bringing little girls into the world, and they are all something very special. Originally educated in business and as a proprietor of several small shops, and up to the most recent dates, this has been the bulk of my professional and personal life.
All right. So that's that. So what I'm doing is taking the proposal that I have for the book, and I'm taking it to a voice. Getting it back on the show, and because of the show. So I've got some changes to make in it, but I'm going to get on. If this sounded okay, we didn't have many people on today at all, so we didn't get any feedback here, but which may be feedback in itself. Anyway, that's it for now. I love you guys. Thank you so much. Come in and and subscribe. I really want to find an expeditious way to make this into a money stream revenue so I can go out and live by my grandkids again and do this show from anywhere in the world I want. My mom has a music store. She's passed away, but my stepdad, so to speak, they later in life. So, but her husband is running it now. But these are the things that I want to get back into my life. And I think the best way to do that is this. If you guys like what's going on here, and if you like the content, then please continue to support and get the word around. And that's it. I'm done talking. That's it. It's Friday. It's going to be icing all day tomorrow. Again, layers. What, 5 or 6 shirts here? Yeah. So love you guys. Go say hi to somebody. Make your vibe affect positively a space or any space that you go into. Make it a better vibe then as you come in than what it was before. I think that's a pretty simple thing to keep into your mind and act on it. So that's it. I'm going to head out. Thank you for the one person's sticking it out here. I appreciate that. Hopefully this sounds good. I don't know. I think it does, but I got to figure some way to make it a little more sexy or interesting. All right. that's it. I am going to say goodbye to you all, and have a great day. Like I said, shake somebody's hand, smile at somebody, wave at somebody, ask somebody 3 questions today that get you deep into their world. It's remember Terry Tucker? I'm stealing that from him. It's really good. Bye for now.